Okay, so I read a news article by the Washington Post called Trump said Italy's prime minister begged for a photo. She says that's false. This is by Anthony Faiola and Stefano Pitrelli. So basically, this news article is talking about how Donald Trump on social media claimed that in a photo with him and the Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni had begged him to take a photo with her, and she calls this outrageous. I think that this article is pretty interesting because Giorgia Meloni and Donald Trump originally had a very close relationship, and Giorgia Meloni really admired Trump, and it kind of seemed like she, in my opinion, was like a yes man. So if Trump did anything, she'd just follow along, be like, yes, that's correct, that's right, that's whatever. But this article is very interesting because it's talking a lot about how their relationship has not been working out well at all. And it reflects recently on one of Giorgia Meloni's statements. They called what Trump did and his remarks against Pope Leo were unacceptable. And Donald Trump did, of course, not react well to that, which we can see in his reaction to other criticisms. But it's very interesting to see how their relationship is changing and not for the better, it looks like. In response to Giorgia Meloni saying that this is false, that she did not beg for this photo, Donald Trump came after her and said that she's trying to salvage a friendship between them so she can become more popular. To which she responded that her popularity was none of his concern and that he should focus on his own. I think Donald Trump brought this up because Italian elections are coming up soon, and a lot of what Giorgia Meloni has been starting to say seems like she's trying to align more with the people so she can get a vote. For example, she's trying to distance herself a little bit from Italy, from Israel or the Israeli government, which is very interesting because Italy is the third biggest supplier of weapons to Israel after the United States and Germany. And although they may not be supporting a large percent um, of these weapons to Israel or the Israeli government, it's still interesting that she's trying to lower that a little bit. So I think it's very interesting, and I think it relates well to this class because it talks about how um, what's currently going on in Western Europe, and we can use this to look at what's going on in our own country, and then we can think a little bit about why politicians are so active on social media and come after each other in this way, and what's going on that's causing people to vote for such far right conservative leaders in Western Europe, like in Italy, Austria, and I think Hungary now as well has a far right leader.